Hey team, this is Julie. I'm going to give you an overview of week 3. This is the heart of the course when we're starting to really pick up some steam, and you'll be working on your instructions document this week, and you'll be playing off of the personas that you've just hopefully submitted before that Tuesday night deadline. So as you look at the week, you can see the week. We have a little overview blurb and an important note. If you want feedback and a draft on those writing instructions, just email me. Let's set up a time to conference your paper. I like to do the feedback live in a Zoom conference. I feel like you get the best bang for your buck that way. We get a chance, an opportunity to talk. It can be as short a session as you need, and it can go up to 30 minutes. Just depending on what questions students have. I have gone that long, and I don't mind it at all. Not everybody takes advantage of those opportunities to do draft and get feedback. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that reach out to me if that's what you need. Now, Quick Start Guide is writing assignment number 3, so we're giving you a little prep information for that. The Quick Start Guide in a nutshell is just you taking your writing assignment 2 instructions and condensing them even more, right? So the Quick Start Guide is like a really highly edited instructions document, and it's not really a pure document on its own. That'll be coming up in just over a week. We've got some sample quick start guides for you to review. We've got a link on why developers write a horrible documentation and the basics of print document design. Now, you can take this class and be very successful with Microsoft word processing software. This is not a graphic design course, although we do talk about those principles with proximity, alignment, and contrast and repetition. But you're not going to be expected to build websites, but you'll be expected to analyze, instructions, build those instructions, and do the work of a technical writer. So the basics of print document design just gives you a little bit of that information as background for the documents that you have in the second half of the course. Writing lists and technical documents. This is a good reading, especially for your instructions. If something is sequential, you should do your list and number form, for example. If a list is non-sequential, if it's just items to collect, maybe a bullet list depending, or just a list without any sort of extra accoutrement on there. Reminders on how to set up and cite tables and figures in APA 7th edition style. Because while you're not creating an entire APA essay, you will be documenting per that style with the in-text citation of the website name and the copyright year. How to cite images and photos as well will be helpful for you both. Okay, 2 main discussions for the week. The Quick Start Guide itself to sort of give you ideas and prep for that. This is the post and response, the Friday post, the Sunday response, and getting started thinking about a major paper that's like a hybrid academic/technical assignment called the briefing paper is coming up in a couple of weeks, and you just get an opportunity to brainstorm some ideas, share those ideas with your classmates, and I will hop in. I will do demos of the Quick Start Guide discussion, and I will do one-on-one discussions for the briefing paper assignment to share those ideas with you. Now, the big assignment for this week is writing assignment number 2, that set of instructions it has an addendum, a description of the application of the personas. Okay, so let's take a look at this assignment. Okay, task. In this assignment, you will write a set of instructions that explain how to accomplish a task on a website at a local institution. I've given everybody feedback on their topics, and I've approved them all with a caveat, which is as a reminder. If you're writing for you're doing a Home Depot or an Amazon paper, instructions paper, make sure that those instructions that you're trying to build don't already exist, right? That's why the local restaurant, the local mom and pop bookstore, local institutions have less infrastructure, and that means the documents you create will be truly unique to that institution, and it will really sort of add value to the assignment. You're not reinventing the wheel here. Okay, you also write a brief description on how the personas you created in writing assignment number 1 were attended to, right? If one of your personas doesn't have a credit card, how did they figure out how to order on the website? And so on and so forth. The length. There's no minimum or max word count, but we're looking for a multi-step document. So 8 or more steps. Okay, graphics. You need a graphic for each step, and a graphic can be as easy as a screenshot. That's all I'm asking, but let me state very clearly that don't set your images in this document too small. I don't care if there are multiple pages, as long as there's proximity with the title of the image and the caption and the image are all on the same page together. I would much rather be able to see, you know, what you're creating. I wear glasses. My eyesight isn't the worst, but there's nothing worse than me zooming your document to 150% and I still can't read some of the fine print. So your graphics should be integrated into your set of instructions. All graphics should be screen captures and graphics should be labeled. Now, in a video later this week, I will do a video overview of a student's sample of those instructions to talk to you, if I haven't already, to talk to you about what I see and what I think and the quality of that sample paper. All graphics should be labeled. Don't just throw images in there, say figure 1, figure 2, and give it a title. Figure 1, landing page of Carmelo's Pizzeria. And figure 2, the ordering cart, you know, however it goes. Okay, let's see. And it is acceptable to write a set of instructions from a mobile device if you want to. We tend to do that quite often. That's perfectly fine. So it can be off of a desktop, you know, or phone to mobile device. That doesn't matter to me. Okay. You must provide instructions on how to accomplish a task on a website. The website should be for a regional or local organization or company in your area, right? So kind of went over the whole Home Depot situation. If you have a question about the website and whether this makes sense to do for your paper, just reach out, let me know. You can always just include the URL in an email. I can check it out and say, yeah, that website looks great. And I really like your ideas. Okay. Some examples of topics are the following: how to check balance from a checking account at like your credit union, borrowing a book from your local public library's website because they're all different, local pizzerias, the DMV, and so on and so forth. So some of this information, by the way, in these bullets are repeated from the summary of the assignment because it's just the strategy. So it's a bit of purposeful repetition. So sections to include in that document: a title, an overview or an introduction. This is where you give a couple of sentences that just describe what the website is and what somebody who's using the website would be doing. Then your actual instructions. This is the heart of the document. Number all of the steps: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. A description of how the instructions accommodate the personas as well at the very end. Now, chapter 10 from Tabo and Draga, you can check in our e-reserve section, has helpful documents and samples on how to build this. And the Dazuki Tech Writing Handbook has an appendix with additional information. And then, of course, the Mayfield Handbook. And then the sample sets of instructions in Leo. The due date for this assignment is the end of week 3. I believe so by the time you watch this video, you have 6 or 7 days. Hopefully you started to work on that. And if you have any questions on that, let me know. If you want to be reminded where those sample papers are, go back to week 2. I think essay for writing assignments 1 and 2, the sample papers are right here because writing assignment number 1 is building those test characters, those test people for writing assignment number 2. So if you click in here, you'll be able to see sample instructions document. And again, I'm going to create a separate video for that to go over that. And I want to post that in the middle of the week once you've had some practice. So then you can compare what you've started to build with my video tutorial. So that's what's happening week 3. You will have knocked out the personas. You've got some discussions and some reading and preparation of the instructions document. I'm excited to see what you can do. As ever, reach out and let me know if you have any questions.